What's up, guys? Darkdally here in Ghost Recon Wildlands. I want to squeeze in one more rifle test before we hit the character build week, which I'm going to be doing from tomorrow, which is Wednesday, all the way through next Tuesday. So the next 7 days will be the character build week, and it's going to be really cool because I've been, had requests for the character builds, and so I'm going to do it a little bit different this time. But anyway, that's not till tomorrow. Today is another rifle test. I want to get through the rest of the sniper rifle bullet drop tests. And now, if you haven't seen this series, what we do is I'm going through the sniper rifles one by one. Well, in the first episode, I went through each of the 11 default sniper rifles and tested their bullet drop at 350 meters on this wall. And now I'm going through each one by one, modifying them, and then comparing how they are modded to how they were stock and to all the others. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And there's only 2 left. I kind of did the rifles in the order that they were requested, and it's kind of funny that the last 2 are, I think, 2 of the best, or 2 of my favorites, and that's the M40, and then, of course, the M1891 will be the last one. So today we're doing the M40, and this is a pretty good rifle. A lot of people do favor this. And so let's go ahead, let's start this off. Let's go ahead and put up on screen if you're not familiar with this, or if you are, let's put up on screen right now. This is the from the original test, and this is where all the rifles hit default, with no extra parts on them, just stock at 350 meters on this wall. And the M40 actually hit pretty decent. It hit near the top of the brick where most of them were hitting, and I found this to be very consistent. I expected to hit there today, and then we'll see what we can do with it modded. So first, let's go ahead and do what we usually do. Let's check out the scopes just to make sure that it's hitting straight with all the scopes. Something I started doing. And so first, we got the ACOG scope. Now, I am using the M40 completely stock. However, stock, it comes with the suppressor, and I'm not doing these tests with the suppressor on, so I did take the suppressor off. Now, the suppressor doesn't affect bullet drop, but I just want to do this just to, be fair. Let's go ahead and check the TARS 101. Now, I just want to, of course, check these scopes just to make sure the rifle is centered with them. But, of course, we will be doing the test with the T5XI, as always. So it looks good with the TARS. And let's go ahead. Let's skip down to the digital scope. Just kind of see here. Very nice. I don't think any of the rifles are off with the digital scope. Some of them are off with the Chinese and Russian scopes, but I guess we're going to find out because that's what we're doing next. The POSP. Yeah, it looks good with the POSP. Of course, we're pretty close to the wall to be testing this, but as I said last time, and this really is true, we would see deviation here. And now let's try out the PKS-07, see how this looks. That looks good. Some of the rifles do kind of look like they shoot just a little bit to the right with it, but I don't think so. That's not enough that's going to affect anything with your aim. Check the G28. We expect this to be off a little bit. It should shoot just a little above the crosshair, which actually can come in pretty handy because it makes the rifle appear to have less bullet drop, so you have to adjust for less bullet drop when you fire it. Now, this chopper up there is definitely hurting for us, so let's go ahead and let's put that suppressor on. I just happened to fire my weapon at the wrong time. Let's go ahead and get that suppressor back on. Alright. And yeah, it hits right at the top of the crosshair just like all the other rifles do with this scope. Okay, and we're actually just going to take care of this pesky helicopter right now. Okay, now we can go about our business. Let's go ahead and... Boy, that's the problem with firing these things unsuppressed, but I just like to do it just for the sake of continuity between the tests. Okay, let's get this M40 back out. Let's go ahead and let's make sure the T5XI scope actually is good. I totally forgot about that. I skipped over it and then forgot to go back to it. And it should be. Alright, we don't need the suppressor now. And, of course, it is... Yep, we're good. So let's go ahead and let's run it back to 350 meters and start this test. First thing I'm going to do is what I always do, which is fire a base shot with all the base parts, which we have right now. Sans suppressor, of course, just to make sure that it's in line with the measurement that I took when I did the original test. So here we are back at 350 meters, right about here. And let's go ahead and get rid of the guys, because they're going to be in the way otherwise. Alright. Okay, let's go see where that hit. Just do it with do some recon with the drone real quick here. And I'm expecting a hit right near the top of the 4th brick from the bottom. Okay, it hit just slightly lower from where I have it marked originally on the graph, just slightly lower. So I'm going to go ahead and fire a couple more shots just to weed out any error. But really, most of the rifles were hitting between the middle and bottom of that same brick. Let's see, one more shot here. There we go. Let's go check this out. The rifles are pretty consistent, so I expect this shot group to be about the size of a fist. Okay, I might have been aiming a little higher, but yeah, you know, that's where it's hitting. So let's go ahead, let's see what kind of mods we can do to this rifle to reduce the bullet drop, get more, you know, I guess in that sense, accuracy out of it. Let's see here, M40 and parts. Okay, the only things that we can do that are going to increase the accuracy as far as this goes, that, you know, reduce bullet drop, is going to be a rangefinder, which we cannot mount, and a long barrel, which we can. I also want to test a short barrel while we're here, just to see how much that increases the bullet drop, because that's going to, you know, increase the amount you're going to have to adjust. So we got the long barrel on. Now, of course, this is not serving as a guide to tell you how much to adjust. I may do some future videos on that. This just gives you an idea of how the rifles perform in relation to one another, because we're firing them all at the same distance using the same parts. Okay, shot with the long barrel. I expect to see it 2 bricks higher on the wall. That's what we've been seeing, I think, every single time now with a long barrel. Let's go ahead. Let's see here. Yeah, we hit exactly 2 bricks higher in the middle of that brick right up there. So let's go ahead and let's put this on screen right now. Let's go ahead and compare. Let's get this out of the way. Here on the right, you will see where all the rifles we've tested so far are hitting stock, and on the left side of the graph, you see where they were all hitting modded. It's getting a little crowded there. That's why it's color-coded. And yeah, this hit right in the middle of that big mess of rifles that all hit in that same place right up there. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Some of the rifles modded didn't actually, I was surprised they didn't do that well. Of course, all that means is you just got to adjust a little bit more for it. But there we go. Now we know what we can expect from the M40 with the long barrel. Let's go ahead and while we're here, let's throw the short barrel on, see how much it increases the bullet drop, see how far down the wall, you know, it falls, see how much we would have to adjust for it. Let's go ahead and slap that sucker on there. Short barrel. All right. Alright, let's go check this out. It's kind of funny, I was just thinking that the last rifle on the list we're doing tomorrow is the M1891. Well, not necessarily tomorrow, but the next rifle, the next one we'll be doing, which is the last one, is the M1891, which is the one who hit unmodified highest on the wall. So I'm really eager to see what we can do with that. I'm just kind of thinking of that. It's funny that that's the last one. Let's see, where is that bullet hole? I think the other rifle that had the short barrel, correct me if I'm wrong, I could have been the Mark 14 or maybe it was the Dragunov. It was one of the semi-auto ones. But I remember its short barrel shot dropped so low. Oh, there it is. I see it now. There it is. I see it. It's right there. Yeah, I dropped us down exactly 2 bricks. It did. I see it there behind the grass. Okay, so now we know that. So we can pretty much say that that's what barrel's going to do every single time. Okay, guys, that one was pretty simple. That's how we can expect to see the M40 perform in relation to the other sniper rifles as far as bullet drop goes. Now, I really like this rifle. A lot of people really like this rifle. So that's what we can expect from this. And I guess I'll just put this up on screen one more time. Again, here we have some comparison. You know, it's getting a little hard to look at. Luckily, there's only one more rifle to go on there. And we'll see how everything goes from there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I definitely hope to see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to start character build week, when basically what we're going to do is I'm going to build the character like I always do, except this time I'm going to do it in video. We'll just have to see how it works. It should be fun. And of course, there's the giveaway that I'm running. So be sure to pay attention to tomorrow's episode. I'll give the first of, I guess, 7 code words. And then if you're not familiar with the giveaway that I'm doing, it's the last video I literally just uploaded yesterday. Check that out. It says the rules and what's going to happen over the week. It's going to be kind of fun. It's going to be cool. It's going to be different. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. One more rifle to go, guys. This is done, and then we can move on through different tests. This has been going on for a while. I want to get it done. So thanks so much for watching, guys. It's been a real pleasure. My name is Darkdally. I will catch you guys next time.